Hello, Inspirationals, and welcome back to the Inspirational Simmer channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to do a bit of a meet the cast for the Days of Our Sims soap opera Let's Play. At this point, I may or may not have already released the first episode of the Days of Our Sims soap opera. But depending on when you guys may enter in to the drama here, I wanted to make sure that there was some sort of introductory video that you could refer to if you want to get the backstory on some of the characters. Now, of course, depending on when you join in, there probably would have been some sort of progression in their lives. But this will at least give you a starting point and the history on where they started. And so you can, kind of parallel that with where they are now. So without any more hold up, let me go ahead and get started. All right, so we're starting out with Kimi Tanaka. So Kimi Tanaka is the main character from the Tanaka family that we'll be playing with in the Let's Play. Her traits are adventurous, loyal, and proper. Kimmy's parents are her mom is from Sulani descent, her father, Mount Komorebi descent. However, she was born and raised in Mount Komorebi. She is a young adult, she's single, and she's a graduate from Brightchester University. She has a language and literature degree, and it is a honors degree. So some of Kimmy's goals, her aspirations, and what she's looking to do, she aspires to be a writer and a vlogger slash blogger, and she wants to write on the topics of wellness, culture, travel, and winter sports. As you can see, she does have the adventurous trait, so winter sports are a thing for her. And so she sort of wants to document some of her sport type experiences, places that she travels, and she actually wants to develop a better relationship with her mother to tap into some of her Sulani roots, because being born and raised in Mount Komorebi, her father Hikaru has done a very good job of teaching her the traditions of Komorebi, and she is very well versed in that. She went to the schools there, everything. She only got away when she went to university. So she wants her mom to kind of show her the ropes when it comes to her Sulani heritage and connect with that side of her lineage. So her father's name is Hikaru Tanaka. Her mother is Janet Tanaka. And then she has a little brother named Jonathan. And yeah, some of her hobbies: she loves hiking in the bamboo forest, going for meditative walks. She loves meditation, yoga, and of course, those winter sports. She is an all around really cool person. She's young. She literally, I want to say in the first episode, I pick up where she just graduated, literally still in her cap and gown. So she is eager to start life. And some of her favorites: she loves sushi and she loves Komorebi style decor. That is our girl, Kimi Tanaka. All right, next we have Perry Kinney. Perry Kinney's traits: he is adventurous, he is a bro, and he is active. So Perry is a young adult. He is single. He was born in Sulani, but he was raised in Brindleton Bay. He skipped university because he actually went to play professional basketball, but sustained an injury, and that didn't quite work out. However, after sustaining that injury, he had to do some physical therapy. And with the physical therapy, he really kind of took on the gym, and working out really became a lifestyle for him. And so those are some of his hobbies. He plays just about any sport, but basketball is his favorite. and he loves trying new foods and exciting experiences. Although he doesn't have the foodie trait, he is most definitely a foodie. As you can see, one of his favorites are burgers, so he likes to go into burger joints. Um, and yeah, as far as his goals and aspirations, Perry aspires to successfully run his family's sporting goods store, which he just inherited from his retired parents. So you can see his parents at the bottom of the screen there. His mother, Eliana, and his father, Maxwell. And Perry is an only child. His parents live in Brindleton Bay, where he grew up. But for Perry, he is actually living in the basement of their family sporting goods store. He, after that injury in basketball, he used all of that money to put towards his family's business. And so he really wants to take that business places. So we'll be following his life as well to kind of see where he goes and what he's got going on for himself. He is not quite a mature adult yet, but he is older than, say, like Kimmy. He's not fresh out of uni or anything like that. He does have a little bit more skin in the game. And yeah, his favorites, as I mentioned, burgers, and he loves fitness and sports. Next, we have Shannon Jett, okay, and her traits. She is cheerful, high maintenance, and non-committal. So Shannon is a young adult. She's married, born and raised in Del Sol Valley, and she attended Brightchester and maybe graduated. Her parents are filthy, stinking rich, and I may bring her parents into the show a little bit later. As of right now, I have not introduced them, but they do have a backstory as far as her parents having a lot of money. So whether or not Shannon actually graduated from Brightchester, meaning she did the work, is debatable. The rumor is that her parents paid the people at the top to get her that degree. Okay. But yeah, so some of her goals, she wants some independence. So Shannon met her husband Nathan, and you'll see Nathan on the next slide. They met in college, like at a party. It was like a joint campus party sort of thing, because Nathan went to Foxbury. So yeah, they met there, and she was smitten by him, definitely charmed. He's, quarterback at Foxbury, big and all of that. And she was completely, she's a little bit superficial. So, the jock and the celebrity player of the school, was something she was attracted to. So she and Nathan started dating. And yeah, they married very early, and she became a young wife and then a mother very soon after. And she really does seek excitement. She needs like a lot of attention. And so this married life, she's been married almost 8 years to her husband, Nathan, and it is a bore to her. I think that she was under the impression that Nathan was going to go pro, but he didn't. Nathan ended up going into the detective career. And so I think that Shannon feels a little slighted, like, this is not what I signed up for. I thought I was going to be living in the hills, the rich and famous. I think she expected a different kind of life. And Nathan is much more grounded than that. He's a little bit more down to earth. And, she's a little bit disappointed. So some of her hobbies, she loves swimming at the beach, shopping, socializing, romantic dates. Even though she doesn't have the romantic trait, y'all, she is a romantic at heart, a serial romantic at that. And quite frankly, I want to say that is her aspiration in the game. She loves clubbing, parties, and she also loves some good woo-hoo. Okay. So as I mentioned, yeah, Shannon is married to Nathan. They've been married about 8 years. They have a 7-year-old daughter, Chelsea. You see her picture there at the bottom. And they have a 1-year-old son, Dexter. And now that the kids are a bit older, Shannon has started working in the business career just this past year. Actually, not even the past year, because Dexter is about a year old. So probably just the past few months, she has been working in the business career, just a way for her to get out the house and sort of get back to socializing and getting back to that life that she had prior to being married. Um, Now, unfortunately, she did have a long time affair with an old coworker. And his name is Aiden Preto. And Aiden was somebody that she met when she had a part-time job back when she was at university. And they kept in touch. And unfortunately, with her feeling all bored and tapped out with the whole marriage thing, she and Aiden had an affair, and Nathan finds out. Okay, so in the first episode of their part of the show, you're gonna see how that plays out a bit. And so the paternity of Nathan and Shannon's son Dexter is definitely in question, because as you can see, little Dexter is of a darker complexion than that of his sister Chelsea, and that is Preto, Aiden Preto, right there next to Dexter. So yeah, Nathan does not know that, it's a possibility that Dexter is not his son, and I don't believe Aiden knows either. So Shannon has some explaining to do, but we'll see how that plays out as well. And then they have a family Rottweiler. Her name is Ellie. So yeah, that's Shannon. All right, moving on to Nathan. Nathan Jett, his traits are loves the outdoors, he's ambitious and a perfectionist. He is a young adult, but just like Perry, he's a little bit older. So he's a little bit older than Shannon, but not quite a mature adult. He was born in San Myshuno, but he lives in Del Sol Valley with his family. He graduated from Foxbury. He has a psychology degree. So you got a little bit of Nathan's backstory when I talked about Shannon just now, but Nathan does want to reach the top level of the detective career, and he also wants to build a good legacy for his kids and live this perfect life with his soulmate. He wants the wife and the kids, the white picket fence, and just a good life, settled down. And unfortunately, his wife Shannon is not wanting those same things. So there's a little bit of tension there. And not Shannon, sorry, Nathan does have the soulmate aspiration. He's very romantic. And I think that even though he hasn't said so, I think there's a little bit of trouble in paradise that he's feeling energetically. And so he's wondering if Shannon is that soulmate that he thought he was getting when he said I do. So the family information there is pretty much the same as Shannon. It just mentions here that, Shannon had the affair, and Dexter is not Nathan's son, but he, as in Nathan, is unaware of this. Some of his favorites would be sports. He likes handiness stuff, and he likes to work. And I'm sorry, I don't know if I mentioned Shannon's favorites, but she loves, of course, shopping, swimming at the beach, partying, and romantic dates. All right. Last character of the show, at least for right now, is Casey Harper. Casey's traits: she's creative, she's loyal, and she is a child of the ocean. Casey is a young adult mermaid, and she is single. She is born in Sulani, but she's raised in San Myshuno. She graduated from Brightchester, and she has the communications degree. Casey's mother, Leah, passed away when she was a small child. So she knows that her mom's homeland is Sulani. She knows that her maternal side is from there. But due to her mother's passing, her father decided that they had to get away from Sulani. He just couldn't deal. He really needed to disconnect. And, with that and a job opportunity, he set off for San Myshuno. And so Casey was actually raised in San Myshuno. She is a bit of a city girl, but she does feel like her heart is being tugged in a different direction at the same time. She aspires to be a famous yoga famous yoga instructor and an activist. So she has a strong passion for community and protesting for what's right. And she's big on freedoms, especially her freedoms. And this is because Casey's father, Jameson, is very strict. He has high expectations. And I think with Casey's mother gone and him not dating or, seeking for love again, Casey has been the center of his attention. And he just wants what's best for her at the end of the day. But she does feel a little bit trapped by his expectations. And so that's kind of what prompted her to seek out activism and freedom and just kind of living a love and hippie vibe type life, which is what she's looking to do, even though she did grow up in the city. I think she is looking for answers elsewhere in regards to her mom, and not so sure if Jameson is going to give that to her because he has neglected to have those conversations with her about her mom. Her mom is sort of a distant memory in a lot of ways. So, she does plan to reconnect with her mom's homeland of Sulani one day, and we're hoping that her aspirations in activism and the work that she's going to be doing community-wise will take her there. Some of her favorites: she loves swimming. Of course, she is a mermaid. This is a trait that she inherited from her dad, by the way. He has the child of the islands trait. But he did pass on the mermaid lineage to Casey. So she is a mermaid. So swimming is big for her. And she also loves volunteering, and her favorite food is pizza. So yeah, guys, I just wanted this to be quick, not too long, but yeah, these are the main characters, at least for right now, for the Days of Our Sims soap opera Let's Play. I hope this sounds fun and intriguing for you guys. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. I think we will. But please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and if you like any of the content. Please leave a comment if you have any ideas. I love to hear your feedback on the characters and where you think their stories are gonna go. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Deg deg.